Alright, here we go. This is a custom 1v1 on Simple between the blue player on the left side, Lethalpoison, and the medic Osprey, and his opponent, the green player on the right side, YellowSavior, in the green sea bomber. Personally, I really like the green sea bomber skin. Wolverine claws on the ground, pretty dang cool. Oh, and actually he has every single reindeer head following him. That's kind of disturbing. But anyway, pretty standard moneymaker openings for both players. I'm surprised. Actually, no, I'm not that surprised. But I was about to say kind of that that I'm a little surprised that people still play on Simple, but I'm not really, because people love Simple because it's linear, and a lot of people love how linear it is. It kind of makes the game much simpler for you to play as the player, I guess. You know, has its pros and its cons. Lethalpoison going straight for jumpers to take that that forward outpost, and YellowSavior setting a bunch of sergeants down and gonna be bunkering them here. You know, openings in AirMech have become significantly more defensive than they used to be. It's because I guess cheesing is so threatening right now, just because you neutralize outposts and take them. And the neutralization can happen with infantry. Nowadays, you can't really go into games without infantry that have high DPS attack, high attack power, because if you do, then you are losing one of the significant, strong methods in this game to approach, and that is to just drop an infantry and neutralize. And because those same units that you're taking with you, oh, YellowSavior, goes down to Lethalpoison. Snowballs firing there. YellowSavior getting killed by snowballs. But yes, because of the things that you're bringing to attack can also take the outpost under your control, it's just so threatening to attack with them. And it forces the opponent not just to defend, but to also try to knock down bulbs and retake the outpost. And possibly lose the outpost, because of the infantry that you initially brought. Something that you do see more often in team games in 1v1. It's not as threatening. However, you can still stack creeps to be able to achieve pretty much the same type of thing. YellowSavior going with harass here. Lethalpoison not responding at all. Already killing one moneymaker, and definitely going to be able to kill a second one. Lethalpoison bringing his Seeker all the way from his forward. Did bring that out of his build queue, so probably could have done that at his fort and gotten to his fort a little bit faster, but I guess the end result would have been the same. YellowSavior killing two moneymakers. Not able to get a third one. YellowSavior with quite a clump here of Longhorn and one honeypot. Two honeypots now down on the field. Lethalpoison with one, but as an Osprey, going to be able to keep those busters alive fairly well. Now YellowSavior with a third honeypot actually has lost two of his Longhorn. Oh no, that was just one Longhorn, I think. But these busters definitely winning the fight. Busters with such high health, and as long as they're facing the things that are firing back at them, I think the front does have a damage reduction of 25%, 50%. I can't remember. I can't be sure, just because I think that number has changed fairly often in the past. Now YellowSavior does choose to retreat and pull his units back. Does bring them down to the low ground. Does he have any artillery in his loadout? Yes, he does have a one. He does have Archies. And I'm assuming it's something like the Rapid Archie. So now deciding to go with bombs. Has two AoE attacks here, and three if you count the mech itself. And gonna go with bombs. Does he have bombs? Okay, he does have level 1 bombs, so he can just do, bomber. A lot of people do call it double bombs. However, you do multiple bomb carries and bomb drops, so I'm really sure how much sense that actually makes. Drops a couple sergeants here to distract these busters from firing, but that one Gaddy stationed over there will keep those, will kill those sergeants pretty quickly. And because nothing's actually in range of attacking those busters due to this high ground difference, those Longhorn can't actually attack these busters. They are pretty much, that clip is in the way. So those distracting sergeants didn't really get YellowSavior too far in terms of trying to draw the fire away from his own units. But now Lethalpoison with a lot of busters out on the field and a lot of Seekers as well. YellowSavior can't really approach, trying to bomb down what he can, but can't stay in the area for longer than like half a second. Otherwise, all those Seekers are going to be really crazy. Might actually, okay, he has a lot of Longhorn actually down there, and just two Seekers. So I would think that he's eventually going to, once he has enough units, I would think that he's eventually going to start to push out or something like that. Okay, does check his close. but Lethalpoison now just trying to keep everything alive. I mean, YellowSavior doesn't have any artillery out on the field from what I can see. I don't think so. So he's just trying to keep these busters alive. They definitely will win the fight against those Longhorn if this this same pattern keeps up. YellowSavior trying to avoid Seeker Fire by flying in circles and does avoid all of those missiles, does not get killed by all that stuff. And now YellowSavior trying to approach with some Longhorn here. Lethalpoison definitely sees that going forward. So will he choose to respond to that? Does have a Gemini coming out of the field. Oh, does he have Gemini as his main tank? Wow, for some reason I just didn't register that because Busters have been out on the field for the entire time, and I guess you can kind of consider that Lethalpoison's main tank by the way he's using it, but definitely can't use them the same way as tanks. They're pretty much turrets because when you send them to move, they don't really attack anything. They actually pretty much get themselves killed. YellowSavior's tanks actually made it all the way past this close outpost. Will Lethalpoison actually respond to this, or will that Longhorn actually die to the defenses that Lethalpoison has sitting over there? Yes, they do just die to creeps. And YellowSavior now a little bit behind here. However, he is technically ahead in terms of the upkeep count. It's 29 to 25. So he has been able to produce a little bit more than Lethalpoison has, but I mean, it's at what cost? Lethalpoison's busters are pretty much stronger than YellowSavior's Longhorn in terms of attack. Oh, and instead of defending, Lethalpoison is going for a base race as he is technically closer, but those busters will get really distracted by anything on the way. So Lethalpoison now trying to mount a defense here at his fort. YellowSavior is instead just bombing down all of these incoming Seekers and Gemini. Lethalpoison just supplementing his push with another Seeker, but almost definitely does not have enough, tanks there. And that is a lot of Longhorn. Oh my God, Lethalpoison might go down here, but getting a pretty good surround. Gonna get corner attacked here. Corner attack. And those are almost definitely set on attack. YellowSavior trying desperately to block, but now YellowSavior's tanks have reached this fort. But Lethalpoison does have quite a lot of Gemini here to defend. YellowSavior is actually still behind in life. However, YellowSavior or Lethalpoison's life is going down really, really fast. There are quite a lot of Longhorn. A lot of them are getting through. YellowSavior now, is he bringing anything? No. He is here to supplement his tanks, though. He is going to start microing them around. He does come in time to actually get here before they're all killed. And now getting a pretty good surround, now doing a lot more damage. Oh, Lethalpoison's life is going down really, really fast, and YellowSavior is, but Lethalpoison is getting pretty good blockage off now, and YellowSavior is still behind. Lethalpoison still has this middle outpost under his control, and there's only Seeker still over there, and now YellowSavior just wants to get this finished, now just sending out. But these have a long way to go, all the way from the other side of the map here on Simple. However, Simple definitely the smallest map, so that statement is not as tragic as it would be for any other map. However, the fact still remains they still have to get all the way across the map. That is a lot of Longhorn though, so if YellowSavior is able to get those all the way here, he probably will be able to get this finished. As yes, now Lethalpoison actually able to get that blocked with that Gemini. But now YellowSavior's tanks are hitting this middle outpost. They are getting significantly softened up. Oh, were they set on capture? They were set on capture. They were not set on attack. And will probably stay here right at this mid and get this outpost under YellowSavior's control, get it fairly well surrounded. But now Lethalpoison with one Gemini, nothing left here defending for YellowSavior at his fort, so YellowSavior definitely has to respond to that, or else his life will go down pretty fast. And does decide to land and slash. Oh, but Lethalpoison actually sent these Gemini from this fort. Oh my God, this is quite ridiculous. So he might be able to retake his middle outpost, especially as an Osprey will be able to keep his Gemini alive for a fairly long amount of time. And we'll be able to stay there and micro, so those Longhorn won't be able to. Oh, but YellowSavior dropping behind those Gemini, distracting them. Those Longhorn getting to fire on those Gemini for a little bit longer, but this outpost has been neutralized. YellowSavior can pretty safely bomb, seeing as there's only one Seeker there. But oh no, YellowSavior now here with the Longhorn at the corner. Will this be it? Will this be enough? Lethalpoison coming back here, trying to get the block. Oh, and he does get the block. YellowSavior with another Longhorn. Will he be able to find a hole? Oh no, that gets blocked as well. And now YellowSavior microing it to the other side. Lethalpoison with a great block. So much harder to block in this patch now that YellowSavior, his Longhorn has so low health, and he's just desperately trying to get more attack, but Lethalpoison there to body block. but YellowSavior now trying to deal with this Gemini, will have to deal with this Gemini push. Oh no, but there is nothing here to defend for him, and he's less than half of his life left, and Lethal Poison is here to micro. Oh, this probably will be it. I don't see YellowSavior actually surviving this. It's half Seekers and half Longhorn over here, and now Lethal Poison getting a pretty good surround. Oh no, now the YellowSavior grasping for straws here. Will this be fast enough? Lethal Poison taking his life down really fast. All those Gemini falling in, but now YellowSavior at Lethal Poison's fort. Oh my god, this is gonna be so close. Yeah, Lethal Poison getting the win. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Lethal Poison grabbing this win over YellowSavior. YellowSavior not able to finish off that fort. Might have even been able to just, you know, slash Lethal Poison's fort to death. But that is it, folks. Lethal Poison, not me. Stupid replays. Lethal Poison getting this custom 1v1 win on Simple over YellowSavior. So close game right there at the end. Who doesn't love base races, right, guys? That was super close. YellowSavior opting to go with the attack instead of the defense right at the end, which was probably the right decision, as Lethal Poison's surround was just taking down his health way too fast. And once again, blocking much harder in this patch than in previous patches. So, you know, that was, in my opinion, that was the correct decision at the end for YellowSavior, but just was not able to get there fast enough and put on that last bit of damage that he needed to get this victory. But yes, once again, Lethal Poison taking this 1v1 game on Simple over YellowSavior. If you have any replays to send in to me, make sure to send them into ruy0@gmail.com or RUI on Steam. So guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.